So what we have here is the squad car. And I know the maintenance guys like watching the videos for the squad cars to see what we do. And I appreciate you guys bringing your business to us. But if you look here, you can see that CV axle boot has split open and it's slinging fluid all over the knuckle. So I'm going to be changing this CV axle. There's no kit for it, so you got to change it. And then if you look over here, this one is doing the same thing. And the hub actuator that it goes into, right on the bottom of the oil pan, right where it goes kind of down to the drain plug. I'm gonna have to get in here anyway, but you can see kind of like the corner of the drain plug right here. It's wet. That's oil coming out of that hub actuator again, and that was just done 10-12,000 miles ago. It seems like these hub actuators leak about every 10 to 15,000 miles. So it's kind of rough because manufacturers having to pay a lot of money for us to keep resealing them, but it is what it is, you know. What are you gonna do? Yeah. So let me get all this apart and get everything put in here and show you guys what it looks like when it's all installed and cleaned up. Appreciate you guys as always. I appreciate the police departments bringing their stuff to us to keep us busy. I know somebody's gonna ask, this vehicle has 42,000 miles on it. It's a 2020 Explorer, 3.3 Duratec non-hybrid. So let's get it going. All right, this side is done. Got the new one in. Got everything cleaned off pretty good.
That way I know for next time.
The new bolts put in here.
Go ahead and go after that.
Bolts here. Gotta wipe it off a little bit down there where some of the fluid came out, and they gotta top it off at the end. But anyway, the new one's in. You can see it's been an updated part because the original one, it's L1M3. 3 Apple 427 Alpha Bravo. The old one was Alpha Alpha. So this part has been updated, Alpha Bravo. And they were snapping right here at the rubber boot where the clamp goes on. And it was slinging fluid out of it all over the place inside the wheel well. So now let's go over and do the other side. Alright, so as I said earlier, I missed wiping that off. Obviously I dropped the ball there, and that's why we do double and triple checks, right? Looks like I'm gonna have to spray that off and wipe the rim, because I took the rim off and didn't see how much was actually slung out on the rim. So let me work on getting all this clean. In the meantime, let me show you what's going on here. That there, see that leak? It's coming from that seal right there on that hub actuator. That's for your four-wheel drive. It's a electric clutch assembly that engages and disengages. And then this side here, I've got it all pulled apart. Going through cleaning and wiping everything down and spraying and double and triple checking everything and work on getting the hub actuator out of there and the seal replaced. I'll be back whenever I got all that done. So here's the messed up part about this. I'm rubbing this seal, and as I'm rubbing it and just putting a little pressure on it, I feel the flat surface, but it's breaking. It's literally breaking as I'm rubbing it from just a little bit of pressure. I can feel it cracking as I'm rubbing my hands around the O-ring. I just heard it pop right there. Look at that. These O-rings are garbage. I don't think it's so much the O-ring. Look how dry the inside of that is. The inside of that is extremely dry. It's all like white powdery in the center of this. And as I'm rubbing it, just nice and easy around, it's cracking. As my hand is just going like this and touching it, I can feel it pop, 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 and stretching. It's terrible. They're gonna be back in here every 10, 12,000 miles. It has nothing to do with the hub actuator itself. It's these O-rings. These O-rings are the problem with why they're leaking. They're no good. Looking at it even further, you can see all the cracks in it, all the way around. Yeah, they're turning the powder. They're falling apart, literally. And the part, it hasn't even been updated yet. It's still ending in alpha. So the part number hasn't been updated with a better one. And this whole section in here is hard like candy. All right, here we are. Everything cleaned up and installed. New CV axle in. Everything cleaned up. New O-ring and the hub actuator down here. All the oil cleaned off. Now we put everything together and send it on its way and wait for another 10,000 miles to show up and change the actuator seal again. I'll catch y'all later. Be blessed. We are all done. Ready to go for a test drive. I wish there was a way like you could do like the taxi cabs when you're test driving as a technician a police car, so you don't freak everybody else out on the road, like not in service sign or technician driving or something or whatever, so people on the road don't freak out. Because every time I'm finished and I go on a test drive and I've done a repair, people are like freaking out, slowing down. I'm like, man, I wish I could put something up here that says this vehicle is not in service or technician driving in service for repair or something. But anyway, I'm gonna go drive it. This vehicle has 45,912 miles. That seal was done 10,000, 12,000 miles ago, something like that. And it's already failed. The seals are terrible. They're not made very good. And they're gonna keep failing on these units that have to idle all day, every day. And the CV axles that have the ending in AA are splitting, and they're updating them to the AB part number that you've seen in the video. But anyhow, thanks guys. I'm gonna go test drive, and y'all have a great day. Be blessed.